Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. I'm here today to do the anniversary book tag. And this book tag was created by Average Joe Reads, and a link to his video will be down below in the description. This tag has 14 prompts. Prompt number 1. What anniversary are you celebrating? I am celebrating 1 year on BookTube. I uploaded my first little video on May 3rd, 2021, and this video should go up on May 3rd, 2022. It's really kind of amazing to think that I have been in this environment creating videos for 1 year. Prompt number 2. What genre or genres does your channel generally focus on? Now, I think this is a big problem with my channel. I don't have a focus. I read literature. I read genre fiction. I even read poetry and nonfiction. So what happens is that a lot of the really popular channels have a very strong focus. They could be focused on, let's just say, fantasy literature. Fantasy literature has a lot of people who really enjoy it. So all the fantasy fans just glom on to the fantasy channels. I may read a fantasy book once or twice on my channel, but that's not a main focus. I'll read literature, and then I'll switch to genre fiction. So it's just too eclectic. It's too all over the board. I have too many interests just to stay on one area. And that may be one of my problems, that I should pick something and stick with it, but my interests just are all over the board. Prompt number 3. What are you most proud of on your channel in the last year? I completed the Evil 100 Book Challenge, where I had to read 100 books that I already owned before buying another book. And as much as I call it an evil challenge, it was not an evil challenge. It was really a fabulous challenge. And I enjoyed doing that so much. And I think a lot of that kicked me off from under 200 subscribers to now almost 600. And without that challenge, I think I would still be down in the 200s and definitely below 300s. Anyway, I love that challenge, and that's the best thing that I did last year. Prompt number 4. Do you receive ARCs to review? No. And one of the main reasons I don't receive ARCs to review is I don't request any ARCs. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure I want to request ARCs. I like being able to just decide what I want to read based on my whim or based on reviews that I see in the Washington Post or the New York Times or even here on BookTube. And when you accept an ARC, there is an obligation for me to review that book. And I know there's no obligation to review that book well, but I just don't want that obligation. Right now, I have more than enough books that I can read that will last me a few years. I can afford to buy my own books at this time, so I'm not requesting ARCs at this time. Prompt number 5. What types of videos do you most like to do on your channel? Again, I'm a little bit all over the map here. I'd like to do tag videos, of course. I like to do recap videos of what I've read in the last week. I sometimes like doing individual book reviews, but I don't think that's a real strong point for me, trying to just focus so tightly on one book. I like to just spread it out a bit. And I do poetry videos. What types of videos do you like? Oh, prompt number 6. What type of videos do you like to watch on other people's channels? I like to watch a little bit of everything. Again, I have such a wide variety of interests. I just can't say one thing that I like above all others. And speaking of, if there's anything I don't particularly like, I guess the one thing that I tend to avoid is long, detailed book reviews on one book. If someone holds up one book and that video is 30 minutes long, I'm probably not going to watch it all the way through. It's just that I like to be told about a book and to be concise about what I may or may not like of it, but I'm not looking for in-depth analysis on particular books. Prompt number 7. Was there anything you tried on your channel last year that didn't work? Poetry Thursday. Poetry Thursday is technically still going on. I have at least one more poem in the can that's going out next week. But they don't get very many views, and I actually lose a lot of subscribers on poetry video, and I'm not really sure why that is so. They're short little videos, usually under 3 minutes long. Maybe some people just don't like my choice of poetry. And I'm not sure I'm going to continue that much longer. Just because they don't get a lot of views, I lose subscribers. The only thing is I really like doing them. They're a lot of fun. They don't take a lot of time, don't take a lot of effort. I just go in front of the camera and read a poem. I don't talk about why I like the poem or what I think about the poem. I let the poem stand for what it is. And maybe that's what's going wrong. Prompt number 8. Is there anything you've done on your channel last year that you won't continue doing next year? I think I sort of answered that with the last prompt. Prompt number 9. Is there anything you plan to do more next year? I want to do more library tours and more book hauls. Some of the book tours I did have been very popular, especially my big book tours. I did one on fiction and nonfiction and other assorted books, and those just were massively popular. I gained lots of subscribers and lots of interest and lots of comments. So I think I will be doing more library tours, just because people like them and I like to show off my library. Is prompt number 10, is there anything new you plan to add to your channel next year? I don't think so. Maybe vlogs, maybe not. Can't think of anything. Prompt number 11. What are some of the challenges you faced on your channel? I'm not sure there's a whole lot of challenges. My videos are very simple. I stand in front of the camera. I open my mouth and let the words spill out. Maybe they're intelligible sometimes, and maybe sometimes they're not so intelligible. But no real plans for the future. Prompt number 12. What equipment do you use to film your videos? I've used a variety. When I first started filming last year, I was almost exclusively using my laptop Windows camera. I would sit in front of my desk and record it there. That is a little limiting because I have to sit in front of my laptop. Currently, I am using my iPhone Pro. It has a lot more flexibility. I can stand on my balcony in front of those wonderful trees, or I can stand in my basement and show my library. Maybe I'll do some more on-site videos. Who knows? But I also own a clip-on microphone. I haven't really used it that often. I have found that my microphone on my iPhone works pretty good. Now, one of the reasons it works pretty good is I have a very loud voice. When I was much younger, I was told I should have been a stage actor because my voice really projects. And one of the things stage actors hate is to be mic'd. And one of the things they're really proud of is if you can stand on the stage without a mic and project your voice. I have that kind of voice, so I really don't need the microphone. I also have a tripod for my iPhone, which is pretty good. Just a regular tripod you get from Amazon. Not the best, not the worst. Prompt number 13. What is your one best piece of advice you can give to another booktuber? I'm not sure I'm the kind of person you should ask advice from. I'm a very small channel. As of today, I am still under 600 subscribers. It's only 900 under 600, but still pretty small. So whatever I do is not hugely successful. And I remember just talking with Ryan over at Book Time with Ryan, because he just had his 1-year anniversary and did this tag. And we were kind of talking about why some channels stay very small and some are really popular. I think a lot of it is the personality of the booktuber, that some people just have a very engaging personality that people want to watch. I do okay. I don't think I'm all that engaging. It's also maybe people have lots of other social media accounts that they can bring in viewers from other formats like Twitter or Facebook. Now, I am not on Twitter and I'm not on Facebook. So the only social media account I have is BookTube. So I can't bring in people from other venues. So really, my advice is just be yourself and do what you want to do, and go from there. Experiment. What's the worst you can do? Lose a few subscribers if you do something stupid. Prompt number 14. What is the best part of having a BookTube channel? I think I'm going to answer the same way everyone else answers. It is the interaction with other booktubers and other viewers. It is just so engaging and refreshing to have people you can talk to that love books as much as I do. And maybe they don't love the same genres, and they do other things, but just having these people out there that you can engage with is a real treat. And getting to meet some of them is also quite fun. I've only met one other booktuber, that's Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics. And we met right after the pandemic restrictions were lifting down in Portland, Oregon. And we got to walk around the great Portland bookstore, Powell's, City of Books. And that's one bookstore everyone should put on their bucket list to visit. And it was just great meeting Alan. He's a good guy. He's a good friend. I'm very happy to have that opportunity to meet him. And maybe someday there will be meetings with other booktubers. And that's what is important, is that you know that there is a community of book-loving people out there, and you can engage with them. And that is the end of my book tag. I want to thank everyone who's gotten to the end and watched this, everyone who's ever subscribed to my channel, anyone who's ever made a comment to my channel, and anyone who's ever watched and decided they don't need to comment. You know, that's fine too. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.